Hello. All right. I think we got it now. Maybe. Well, that was really shitty. All right. Can you guys hear me now? I think we're good to go. Maybe. We got a couple people in the chat, so all right. So I have this extra fan boost thing, and it has a bunch of different USB ports on it. Because mine only has 2, but it seems like only 3 are working right now. Unless, let me try something else. This could change everything. Oh. We might be back. We might be back. I don't know. Something just really weird happened. And it wouldn't let me plug stuff in anymore. So now the camera's back out. No. All right. So I have audio, and I just need the camera to work again. Which all right, there we go. No, so I have a fan / extra adapter on here. It has like 6 more plugs on it for USB stuff. Because I can't plug in. I only have three USB ports. So my headphones, my mouse, and my camera. That's the 3. But I just bought a microphone for it. So that's the 4th one. And then I have the light. That's a 5th one. And that's just the basic just to get this show on the road. I need the 2 extra ones, but my my other one isn't working, so it must have died. I don't think it's supposed to be used as much as I use it, so I just need to order a new one. But that's what the issue was. I went to go start everything and it wasn't working, so I had to disconnect the new microphone that I bought and then reconnect the microphone for the headphones, and yeah, that's about it. So we have the Mandalorian season 2 trailer coming out shortly. The guest tonight is going to be Cam Ray, but he's going to be a little bit late. So that's where that comes in. Oh wow! I feel, man, there's. I feel like an idiot. Twice this week, I've made a revelation, and when it comes to electronics, this one has nothing to do with computers or the computer, but so I lost my feed for Facebook because it took me too long to start this, to get this started. So yeah, so just Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Actually, that's not Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law is whatever can happen will happen. Most people, it's a misconception that whatever can go wrong will go wrong. But okay, we got that done. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. You ready to go?
Yeah, I've got a terrible green screen happening here, but
oh, don't worry. It took me 20 minutes to get going because my computer I have a separate extra fan that has a bunch of different adapters onto it too, so USB ports.
Yeah.
Because my computer only has 3, and I need 5 or 6 for everything that I have going on. And that died, so I was frantically trying to figure out what was wrong and do everything. But
yeah.
All right, so I just hopped on myself. So yeah, it took me
awesome.
20 minutes to get it all figured out and sorted out at the last minute. But all right, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do it. Yep.
Hi everyone, this is Michael Conner representing the TooMedToo's Star Wars Network. We've got your fix, and this is episode number. I never can remember. I think it's 38 or 39 of the Bacta tank. I'll tell you right now, it is number 38 of the Bacta tank, and our featured guest this evening is. I'm not sure how to introduce him. So I am going to just bring him right on. And we have the artist formerly known as Cam Ray.
The green screen really doesn't work with Baby Yoda.
Because he's green?
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. You're going to have to go. Oh, whoa. It's pretty amazing.
If you hold Baby Yoda in front of you.
Oh, does that work better?
Yeah, because then the screen blocks it out. I mean, you're sure it does a little bit because of the green, but it's much better than if you have it in front of the Death Star.
Well, he's sleeping now, so I'm going to go ahead and lay him back down. So.
Oh, all right.
Buddy, yeah. I just fed him his frog juice, and now he's off to bed, so.
All right. For those of you that are listening to the audio only version and not on YouTube, Cam Ray has a Baby Yoda that speaks.
He does.
Or talks or blinks or whatever it is that he does. I'm not really sure.
I don't know. Makes some cooing noises, and he does something with the Force. So
All right. So Kim, it's good to have you on here.
yeah, I'm glad to be here.
We chat often on Twitter and our fake adversaries all the time. But recently, for those of you that don't know Cam Ray, he has been on Twitter a very strong advocate to not having pineapple on pizza. And he actually started a whole presidential campaign for it.
Campaign. Yep, I sure did.
Which all came to a head, and he tried pineapple on pizza for the first time ever and decided that it was his favorite thing in the world, and now he can't get enough of it.
It's delicious.
All right. So, why don't you introduce everybody, or introduce yourself to everybody? Tell us what's going on. What's your Star Wars story? And
all right. Well, it all started a long time ago, about 1979. My dad and my mother met each other. They fell in love, and then they had me. And Star Wars was really big at the time, and I kind of just I don't even remember it. I just have always been into Star Wars. Of course, Empire came out when I was like 1 or 2, so I don't really remember that in the theaters. I didn't see Jedi either, but Return of the Jedi is the one that I really remember playing with the toys and all of that good stuff. And so I was just always into Star Wars. I love Darth Vader. If we're gonna pick a character, he's my favorite. So I've just always been into Star Wars, and then got into music, and so obviously I love the music of Star Wars, and so music and Star Wars are great. I've always loved acting and drawing and anything creative like that. So all that's great too with Star Wars, because there's acting involved and there's art involved. So I don't know. It's always been there. I think there was a period, probably middle school, high school, where I liked Star Wars, but I guess you call it the dark ages, where there wasn't really anything going on. And I didn't really care for reading words, so I didn't do that often. Cliff Notes, I got into those, hit them pretty hard, and became addicted to getting by without reading the actual book. And so didn't really get into the whole Star Wars reading thing either. And then in college, this amazing thing called the prequels came out, and I got really into Star Wars again, and pretty much have been into it ever since. Because myself, my buddies, who all liked Star Wars, we would have parties and watch the prequels as they came out, before they came out in the theaters. I don't know how we did that, but at the time we were able to do that. I don't suggest that. Don't try that at home. But anyway, so really got into that. At the time, I loved the prequels. I thought it was awesome. All the green screen and all like this amazing technology I'm using. You can't even tell there's a green screen behind me. I have this is a natural glow around me that I always have. So, anyway, yeah. So really, it wasn't until later that even then there's the whole prequel deal with, they're not that great or whatever, but I enjoyed them. I still enjoy them. And then of course, then the sequels come out. And so it's just kind of been going ever since. And maybe about a year ago, I kind of started getting involved on Twitter, and that's probably a big mistake, because now it's kind of takes up some time. But I enjoy it, because I think there's a great community of Star Wars people. I love all the people I've gotten to know. It's like a little family. And so I know there's negativity out there, but I choose, just like in life, it's like there's always going to be negative people. So I think, Star Wars is, kind of, it's simple message. There's good and evil. You can choose good, you can choose bad. So you can choose positive or negative. So I think it's a good lesson. Just, you can always find positive, and I think there's a lot of positive people out there, and just ignore the riffraff. So anyway, here you go. A little life lesson in the middle of that.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't know. I guess I look like crap today because everybody in the chat is asking me if I feel okay.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was seeing that too. I didn't know what they were talking about. So, but let's see.
No, Paul, I just asked if I was feeling okay. And Kyle said that I look sick. And then he asked me again if I was feeling okay. So I don't know if there's something going on I don't know about. I mean, I was at the hospital today and had radio frequency ablation done on my spine on the other side. So it's outpatient surgery. They just go and they jam a needle in your spine. And then, I mean, it's a lot more complicated than that, but they're doing x-rays, making sure they get it at the right spot. And then they stick something down there that does really high frequency radio waves, and it burns off your nerve endings so that you don't have nerves back there anymore. So you don't have any more back pain. And then when they regrow, hopefully they regenerate. So, I mean, I had a long day, but no, I'm not in any pain. I feel good. Haven't taken any of my pain medicine today because I didn't need it. So I took some this morning, but I haven't taken anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe I got the bright light on too. Maybe, but yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing okay. But so something just came up. The trailer just dropped for. It just happened right now. You want to take a look at that?
Yeah, I just watched it before I got on. Real quickly, I didn't see a whole lot, so I'd love to watch it and maybe kind of see if there's something that I missed.
See if
the first
see if I can find it on here. And I mean, Twitter does not seem to be too happy with it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw was a reaction pop up saying not too impressed, and then I realized it was out, so I watched it. And I don't know. But then I hate to see that before I watch something because then I already go into it like, oh, they're not impressed. But it didn't seem like a whole lot for them to say a sneak peek. I was thinking, oh, we're going to see some kind of a special look is what they call it. So.
All right, so let's try to get it going here. Doesn't seem to be cooperating.
Here we go.
I can probably find it on YouTube easier. Mandalorian Season 2 trailer. Of course, it's already up there. No, that's not the right one. Here we go. No. Season 2 official trailer number 2. All right. Yeah. So I know this is probably gripping. If you're just watching the audio version, this is gripping entertainment right now. But we are checking out the Mandalorian trailer that just dropped. We were not prepared for this. But yeah, see, I just, when I was trying to find it scrolling through, I saw like 3 or 4 reactions from people and no one was happy with the trailer. But I mean, I haven't watched it yet, obviously, because I'm just finding it now, but I'm going to guess it's not telling us anything. And it's not for us normal people that are going to be sitting here watching it or searching on YouTube or, having a Monday night podcast about it, or some of our other friends that are doing a special podcast just to break it down.
It's for the football people.
Yeah, it's for the normies and the football people. So it's geared towards not us. It's geared to just get normal people to watch it or get them enticed into it. So, all right, you ready, Cam?
Let's do it. Ah, okay.
Star Wars coffee. I stole it off of them.
Got some coffee. Okay. I don't know if you should feed a baby coffee. Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't put the sound on. So, All right. Take two.
I'm glad I have coffee because I would have had to go make it. Anytime I see or hear coffee, it triggers my coffee.
I have like super high test coffee.
Oh,
I get like Biohazard or like
yeah.
Death Wish,
I was
Death
gonna say
Wish
the Death
coffee.
Wish. Yeah, I almost got that the
Um,
other day, but it was expensive. I was like, I'll wait
I,
till it's on sale.
I get that, and then I don't normally drink it, but if I know I need to stay awake and depending on what's going to happen with my insomnia, I'll just make like a mason jar full of it and put in the fridge, and then I just pull off of that for whatever I need. But okay, let's see. Let's try this again. And once again, I stole this from Star Wars Coffee.
Man down.
I'm here on business. I need your help. I've been quested to bring this one back to its kind. If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me.
This is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes.
My buddy.
Here we go.
The Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30th. Only on Disney Plus.
You have something I want.
That's the first one.
It will be mine. The Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30th on Disney Plus.
All right. What are your thoughts on that, Cam?
I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm not any more or less excited about it, I guess. It does seem like there's going to be some more teamwork with Mando, Cara Dune, or Cara Dune, however you say her name, and Grief Karga. So it kind of seemed like they were doing several, or unless I couldn't tell if the three of them were together the whole time or if they were kind of separate, but it seems like maybe there's a little more, they're kind of working together to find some other Mandos.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care for the delivery of that line about find other Mandalorians. It seemed kind of like just reading off of a script. I need to find other Mandalorians to help me find his people or whatever he said. So, but that would be the only, I'm trying to think nothing really new stood out. Oh, the blue guy.
Cam, are you on the right show?
What is that?
Are you on the right show today?
Oh, what did I? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I've been drinking a lot of coffee. I'll be out in just a minute.
Oh, okay.
I thought it'd be appropriate for the septic tank, you know?
Yeah, you're that's the Saturday night show. You're in the bathroom right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, that's the camera's waist up, so we're good.
Okay. All right.
And the audio people, you know, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't even know. Oh, they don't even know. I'm not even wearing pants, so we're good. But yeah, I mean, we can do more of a, I guess, if you want to talk about it, but kind of like a little breakdown with Cam Ray. But it was a lot of footage we've already seen, and mixed in with some new stuff. But it's like I was saying, it's not for us. We're gonna watch it. We're happy with it. It's for those people, to get them, make sure they're happy with it. They're pulled back in. They're ready to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm excited about it. It looks, they're going to go on some adventures. I forget the type character, but the blue dude that the Saturday Night Live guy played.
I do not remember.
Yeah. Anyway,
the one had a thorax. No.
yeah, something like that. Anyway, there's
Yeah.
one of those in there again.
Yeah.
So,
So
they'd
all right. Well,
already announced that.
we'll just take a look at it again
All
and
right.
see. We'll go a little slower. So this is the first Star Wars stuff we've gotten in a while, and it's a mixture, I think, of what we had before and
Business needs to keep moving, whether working together or apart. With a dose.
So we're stealing Star Wars coffees. So go ahead and subscribe to them. I used to listen to them. They were one of the first YouTube channels that I watched. They're pretty good. But
Cool.
All right, so and I can't see you right now, Cam. So because I'm on the screen showing this.
That's all right. I've got it pulled up over here, so I can watch through it.
Razor Crest, stand down.
Okay, so I missed what was chasing him.
I don't know.
What?
Did they show? They show him. Oh, X-Wings.
Are they X-Wing?
Yeah, a couple X-Wings.
Okay.
Well, at least I guess they're chasing him.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
X-Wing's coming in, and then we have Grief Karga and Cara Dune. Who knows what planet they're on? They could be on a different planet. They could be, something we've already seen. I mean, it's too hard to speculate unless we're going to sit here for hours and analyze it. But I don't have
I'm
that
here
time
on
right
business. I need your help. I've been quested to bring this one back to its kind. If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide
All right.
me.
What is that? There's a ship that's crashed. Is that?
now. It looks like the Razor Crest.
Is it? Oh, maybe. Okay,
This is
that's
no-
just after he crashed. All right.
Yeah, and then this is
And he's fixing it.
this is footage that we saw in the first trailer.
Place for a child.
Wherever.
Shot a little differently, or different, showing a little bit sequence.
Yeah, you actually see the whistling birds kind of circle around.
There you go. Oh, so all right. I wasn't showing it. I just had. So I'll show it really
Oh.
quick. We'll show it really quick again. These things happen.
Razor Crest, stand down.
So you have the Razor Crest being chased by two X-Wings. But now here you go. Here's the thing too. The way they shoot this, we don't even know if they're in the Razor, if he's in the Razor Crest.
No,
Someone else could have stolen the Razor Crest, and they're chasing the Razor Crest and the X-Wings. Nothing there says that he was flying the Razor Crest. So I mean that's where it can all be. I'm just trying to go with crazy speculation because a lot of times they're trying to throw us off, or they're not going to show us. Now the whole conversation we're going to have is, why are the X-Wings chasing him? Who's got the X-Wings? Because the last thing we saw were the Imperials were after him. Now the Rebels are after him.
And one thing I was wondering too at the beginning, I'm sure it's just him, but those feet, because everybody's talking about Boba Fett and all of this, are those his feet walking up before they show Grief Karga?
I'm here on business.
I
I
mean,
need your help.
that's how it's edited, but it doesn't it's not Grief, so it would have to be him or someone else. I mean, is that like their little hint at something, or it's probably
don't
nothing?
know. I don't know, Cam.
I'm here on business. I need your help.
Does he have that
I've been
ripped up?
quested. to bring this one back to its kind. If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me.
But this is where you're talking. I don't. The video's not doing too well.
If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me.
I guess that's the Razor Crest, because then it shows him working on it right after.
Yeah, and so that's the question: did he crash the Razor Crest, and he put it in there to hide it, or did those? Was he flying one of the X-wings? So.
Yeah.
This is no
And here's the Buff Gamorrean guards that we see in the ring.
place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes.
This is all footage we've already seen. That right there. I don't know what's wrong with this video. This video's not acting right now, but yeah, that was the blue guy you were talking about. I don't know if it's the same one or not. It's the same species.
Yeah.
It would make. I mean, you would think it would make sense that it was him again. We don't really get too good of a look of him. But there's Gina Carano. God, she's beautiful. Baby Yoda.
Here we go.
The Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30th. Only on Disney Plus.
Okay, so this.
You have something
That's footage from last season.
I want. It will be mine.
I mean, that's all footage we saw before.
Mm-hmm.
The Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30th on Disney Plus.
All right, well, there you go. It looks good to me. I mean, we didn't get really a lot new. We only got a few seconds new out of all of that, but like I said, it wasn't for us. We're gonna watch it anyways. We know that it's coming out on the 30th. We just need to find out, is it coming out at midnight or is it coming out at a set time, so we can make our plans for watch parties and whose house we're going to go to and make sure they have their COVID test before we go, and everything like that. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to be interested to, I guarantee you the people that aren't happy are, without, I haven't watched anything yet or heard anything, and I really don't care to, because I don't need to see anyone's reaction. I've kind of stepped away from Twitter and all of its negativity. And when I do have something I want to talk about, there's a few Discord groups I go into. Other than that, I pop on Twitter, and instead of doing 30 or 40 posts a day, I do 2 or 3, and it's usually retweeting Cam Ray or whatever pizza he's eating, or something for this network or whatever it is. But like Kylo said, 80% of Twitter is negative, and even the people that think they're being positive are usually negative, because I don't want to get into all the gory details, but it's like politics. If you don't agree with me, you're against me. So like I've said before, I'm kind of in the middle of the road. Some of my views are very conservative, some of my views are very liberal. So my liberal friends think I'm very conservative. My conservative friends think I'm very liberal. And like my best friend, he's like freaking super socialist right down the line. And him and I get along great because we can understand that just because we have different views on how the country should be run doesn't, we still have the same morals, so it doesn't really matter. Whereas, a lot of Twitter is, if you don't agree with me, that means you're against me and you're my enemy. Kind of like when you don't like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the whole point of that.
Yeah.
Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Some people took you seriously though, and thought like you really hated the pineapple pizza. And I know there was a few people that actually blocked you. I found out afterwards because of your view. I don't know if it was your views on pineapple pizza,
Probably
or
my terrible videos that I posted.
That could be it too. Kylo is not a fan of pineapple pizza because he keeps saying gross, but at least he's saying whatever you want, whatever you want to do, it's fine with him. But yeah. So the Mandalorian. What do you think about the Mandalorian? What are you expecting to happen? With that, I think the other thing that people are upset about too is we were going to get. People are upset probably because we didn't get views of Ahsoka or all the people that, or Rex or, Sabine or all these people that are rumored to be in it. It didn't give us any answers. It didn't give us any answers for Boba Fett. It didn't give us any answers for Cad Vanth. It didn't give us any answers for who was wearing the armor. And episode 5 that you heard the jingle of, and everyone did the analysis, and this sound only happens with this person on air, and blah blah blah. So it's like I think that's the only reason you could really be upset with it. But yeah, enough about being upset. Well, what are your predictions if you had to guess? What are we going to see? I mean, you can't really go based off the trailer. Well, you can a little bit, but
yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I try not to get too predicty because that's a word now. But yeah, I don't really care too much about who's going to be in it or who's not. If Ahsoka's in it, great. If she's not, okay. But yeah, I think they're definitely searching for the Jedi. I think that's who they're going to find. My guess, and I could be totally wrong, I don't think there's going to be a whole planet of Yoda species. I think Baby Yoda may be one of the last ones, or he may even be, because there's a lot of talk with the I forget what the word is now, how Palpatine made Snoke. There, he used, it's not cloning, but he used a strand casting. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Where he cast, and same thing with Rey's dad. He used strand casting to create who was Rey's dad. And so I'm thinking all of that's involved somehow, and maybe Baby Yoda really is Baby Yoda, because maybe with all the cloning and all, with the Dr. Pershing, he had the cloning patch, and so I definitely think they're tying all of that in. And so maybe he is a clone or a partial DNA from Yoda, and that's why they're wanting him, because they're wanting to create more, because maybe Yoda species is gone. And so I don't know.
Yeah, with the strand casting, it's basically the same as cloning, except when you clone something, you make an almost identical match to it. With the strand casting, you're taking the DNA and making a new thing, so it's not a 100% identical.
Right.
So you could actually do strand casting to make a male or make a female.
Right.
We don't even know yet if this is the other thing too. We don't even know yet if the child or Baby Yoda or whatever you're calling him right now is a boy.
We have not seen parts. You're right.
We have not seen parts, and he was referred to as he or him, but I've said all the time, when you see a dog and you ask the owner, what's his name? I think 9 times out of 10 or 9 people out of 10 say, what's his name? It's just how society,
Right.
It doesn't mean that we think your dog's a boy. We're asking, instead of saying what's its name, it's always what's his name.
I do that, and then right afterwards, I catch myself. I was like, "Oh, is it a boy or girl?" Because
I think I am. Once. Oh, and that will get a lot of people flipping out if they do make it a girl, because now they're going to the social justice warrior. Disney is making the most powerful Jedi clone into a girl, and blah blah blah, whatever. Shut up. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel. But yeah, I mean, I've had some. I like to come up with these crazy ideas, like what would happen and what if scenarios for things. Like when Tross was coming out, my idea was that Din Djarin was going to send Baby Yoda off to his home planet. This is for season 1, off to his home planet, and it's so far out there in the outer regions or the unknown regions that it's like, I mean, technically unknown regions have a starting point and just go on forever. Well, there's people that live in the unknown regions, like the Chiss. Well, there has to be a part of the unknown regions that they don't know about. So it's like the unknown regions of the unknown regions. That's where I think Yoda comes from. So it'd be like the, second unknown regions or whatever. And it took so long for Baby Yoda to get back there that he came back with the other Yodas to defeat Palpatine, that it took 20 years for him to come back and with the other Yodas. Didn't happen, but that would have been something great. Or it would have made a great Legends book, because it doesn't have to do with anything, because it's not real. It's not Star Wars. It's fan fiction. And, it would be fun to read and great for everybody to like if they wanted to.
Great.
But, but it really doesn't mean that it has to be anything spectacular or particular.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they're definitely going to find some Jedi. I think that's kind of who they're looking for, or they're maybe looking for his people. And I mean, that's just my prediction, but I don't know. Maybe they will find a bunch of little Yodas, but then they have to actually reveal his species and what it is and all of that. So
yeah, and that's going back to where, I mean, I always say George Lucas sold it so he no longer has a say, but he had Dave Filoni as his protege. So, you'd think if your mentor tells you this is the last thing I ever want is anyone to ever find out about Yoda's species, that if you still look up to your mentor and go to him for ideas or whatever, that and it helps you out, or whatever it happens to be, that you might respect those wishes and not and keep that a secret until it maybe gets passed out another generation or two, until people are like, oh, who cares what George Lucas had to say? I mean, because it's kind of, you sell it, you don't really have a say in anything, but the guy who's making the Star Wars now isn't gonna want to piss off his Star Wars dad or his Jedi master when he was the Padawan.
Yeah, George is still kind of that. His presence is still there. He's kind of looming. So
yeah, he's there, but he's like a Force ghost now.
Mm-hmm.
George is a Force ghost, and you can look for him for guidance, but you really don't have to listen to him because he can't really do anything to you. If you don't listen to him, unless he's going to shoot lightning out of his hands, like
he might.
Oh
no.
Oh, and we have Michelle stopping in.
Hey, Michelle.
So
I'm pretty excited about it. So
yeah. So Michelle, we just watched the trailer and talking about it. We just looked at the discourse really quickly on Twitter, and no one seems to be happy with it, or the big name people that already have thousands of views on their YouTube channel or have their Twitter blowing up with it, or have been all over this, don't seem to be too happy about it. But we were just talking about how it's not for us Star Wars nerds or people, it's for the common folk, the people watching Monday Night Football, to get into it. And they showed stuff blowing up. They showed stormtroopers running. They showed a pretty girl. They showed some stuff crashing in vehicles. It's like, okay, what else do you want? This is Star Wars. Let's go. I'm sure if my dad watched it, he'd be excited for it.
Yeah, it looked great. It's good guys, bad guys, a lot of action. So,
but like Michelle said, right, we've seen enough. Just ready for the 30th. And
yeah, I mean, it's a week and a half. I mean, come on, we're good.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've always been. I would rather not even have a trailer for movies. Like, give me a good, a good writer can write a great, 1, 2, 3 sentence promo that's going to catch your attention. I mean, that's how you sell the movie in the first place, right? You give a pitch. It's like, just give us but I know that doesn't work for your mainstream audience. They want to see everything. They want to see the whole movie played out for them. Like, oh, yeah, go see that. That looks good. But I'd rather just hear like, okay, here's the premise. Like, show me maybe a few shots, or tell me who's in it, or I don't know. I would much rather go in like that and like let the story unfold. Because when I see a preview, then I'm like looking for all of those scenes to happen, or I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's not where that happens. And I don't know. I think too much on that.
Well, with that aspect also, trailers in 2020 are completely different than they were in the mid 80s and 90s when I grew up, and you grew up also.
yeah.
I mean, you admitted that you were an old man
I'm super
from
old. Yep.
from your
Look at this.
story that you told.
I'm trying out for Santa this year. Like last year, I had this nice brown and reddish beard. This year, it's pretty much all gray. And so I figure a lot of people aren't going to be going out for Santa this year just because of COVID and all. And so maybe I can get the gig. So,
Well, I might
a
win.
lot of donuts.
I might win because I have the belly like a bowl full of jelly, and I have the beard. So
Yeah.
you need a little catching up to do.
I know,
You
it's not growing that fast.
need to start doing some more pineapple pizza. But I mean, like, yeah, like if you watch a trailer from like the mid 80s or whatever, you have no idea what the movie's about.
Nope.
If you watch a trailer from the movies now, it pretty much spells it out for you, and you're watching for it. And then if things don't happen, people go crazy. Especially like, and I mean, I'm just using it because my point of reference is Star Wars, like Rogue One. Rogue One, amazing trailer, and then you watch the movie, and nothing in that trailer is in the movie. Which great way for like publicity and marketing, or horrible. I'm not really sure how it falls. But
Yeah.
now see, like, you might be a little bit different because you are an accomplished writer. Well, you sure? I mean, you do some writing, correct?
Yep, I do. I don't know about accomplished, but yeah, I enjoy writing. I think I'm pretty good. So I enjoy it.
And then, so tell me about your writing then. Who do you do writing for? What do you write?
Well, right now I'm writing for Twin Sons Outpost, doing a couple blog posts a month for them. And so I've kind of lately been heading in the direction of kind of positivity and all. It seems like that's what I always like next time I'm going to write something just kind of light, and then I'm like, oh, all these negative Nancy's, I'm going to write another one. And so, and it's good advice for myself too. I try to because it's easy to get brought down in it, and you get negative because other people are negative. So I'm like, well, maybe if, and I don't know, I'm probably just preaching to the choir, because I figure if somebody's reading this, if they agree with it, they're already probably trying to be positive. And the people who probably aren't reading it anyway. Or if they do, they're like, oh, you're just talking down to me or something. So I don't know, but you can't make decisions based on what other people might or might not think. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to write positivity and relate it to Star Wars somehow. But I also, I like creative writing too. So I want to do some more kind of fictional, kind of humorous fictional writing. And then way on the back burner, I'm working on a novel, this science fiction young adult novel. So, but that'll probably be a few years down the line before that comes out. So, and then being a musician, I like fooling around writing music. I wrote a thing I'm working on now. Been teasing, gonna release. Did a musical, funky. I don't know if funk is the right word. Kind of, I guess funk, kind of Earth, Wind, and Fire-ish type arrangement of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis. So I'm working on finishing that up musically, and also doing the little music video to go with it. So anyway, so I do like writing. I just like creating, I guess would be a better way of saying it.
Yeah, you've been teasing your music or whatever it is that is coming out on Twitter. And so everyone that's listening to us, go on Twitter and follow Cam Ray. His info is in the notes, or just go and search at Cam Ray and you'll be able to find it. Because we need to get him to, what is it? You need to get to 1,000 people and then you'll release it.
Yep. Yeah. I'm almost at 900 and then trying to get to 1,000. So We'll see. And the thing is, I'm not. It's kind of weird even doing. I just did that to kind of buy myself some time because it's taking some time. Getting it all arranged and all trying to make it sound realistic, but it's all all keyboard, but trying to make it sound like horns and bass and guitar and drums and all of that. And then I'm not really a singer, so trying to record the vocals and make them actually sound good, that takes a little time. Although I'm doing kind of a goofy voice, so it's not that hard.
Yeah, I have a few people that I met off of Live It, and there's 3 of them that are working together to make some new intro music for me.
Nice.
And it's just going to be, funny. It's a couple people. Then I think the one guy is beatboxing, and the other girl is kind of rapping about me, and another guy is like opera singing about me. So it's going to be the 3 of them putting it together, and that's going to be the intro for my my YouTube. They said, "How long do you want it?" And I said, "Make it as long as you want. I can then take 30 seconds or 15 seconds and find that what I want, and then put that into my intro or do whatever." And then for the podcast, which I'm still way behind on the podcast form of this, because when I didn't have my computer, I kept making the Bacta tank. I just wasn't editing it and putting it into the podcast. So I have about 15 or 20 that I need to do. And it's a lot of editing. That's a lot of hours right there. You got to figure if it's an hour long, it's going to be 3 hours to edit it. And I'm not even that good at editing. So, it could take longer. So yeah, that's kind of where I stand. So they have some time to do it, but then for your podcast, it could be a little bit longer than YouTube, but so yeah, it's all relative.
Nice.
But, all right. So if you had to, I don't like ranking, but are you an original trilogy, prequel, or sequel?
Oh, original, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, that's where.
I mean, I say that kind of like you. I like all Star Wars, so I say that. It's just that's what I grew up on, so that's nostalgically what I go to. But I can't think of anything where I'm like, I don't like that related to Star Wars. Even the holiday special, I think, is pretty awesome. So
yeah, it's like I'm OT, but I love the prequels. And Attack of the Clones is the one that everybody says is their least favorite, or the one that they hate, or they don't like, or whatever. I like it. There's some great stuff in there. Yep. So it's like it's kind of like with I think in time I'd have to say my least favorite is The Rise of Skywalker, but when I watch it, I enjoy it. And then when it's afterwards, when I try and compare it to the other ones, and I'm like, well, it's probably my least favorite. But it's like, it doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just out of, not everyone can be your favorite is what it comes down to.
Right.
So
I'd say Empire and Return of the Jedi are my all-time favorites. I kind of group those two together. They kind of, I think just because of my childhood, they kind of the whole OT was just part of it. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Kylo likes all 11, and if he will fight you for that.
Nice. I don't want to fight Kylo. You win. I agree. There we go. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I was going to say something, but I just decided to hold my tongue for once.
Thank you.
Wow, you're going for another coffee? Damn, dude.
Now this is water. So
okay.
I try to balance it out at least. So I have my veins bulging out of my eye. So,
and then like Pauline says, she'll never like Dross. And we've had conversations with her. It's the writing for her that takes her out of it.
I can see that, but I also feel like, it's like what JJ was given, kind of a mix. I don't know. I don't know. Even with that though, because I've heard other like versions, where it's like, I don't know. I think they could have probably, but everybody has their own opinion. So that's what it is. So.
Yeah. Like I think that, The Last Jedi, I think that's the best Star Wars movie. There's some things in there that I could do without, but it's the most Jedi of Jedi movies. And Luke does the most Jedi thing, and he does the exact same thing that Obi-Wan did, but we didn't have, us old folks or older, a lot of the idiots out there didn't have that connection with Obi-Wan when he did it. So, could you imagine if
Right.
if you were a kid that grew up watching the prequels and you never saw the original trilogy, so your movies are Star Wars, or your movies are the prequels, and Obi-Wan's your guy, and then you go and you watch the original trilogy afterwards, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, he was he's ended up being the most powerful Jedi, and he's gonna be, and he just dies like that. Like, what what the hell's going on? I mean, that's what I mean. I could imagine that's how a lot of people felt when if it did transpire that way.
Yeah. Or Yoda, look at him,
Yeah.
It's like the guy he never left, he kind of did what Luke did. He just went off and he never even left Dagobah. So
yeah. So I mean, that's it's the same thing. But I think the other thing is that people grew up watching Luke be able to, with Legends, during the dark times, with Legends, pull spaceships out of the air and out of outer space or whatever like that. So they expected this all powerful, Mara Jade married person or whatever. And then, we don't get it in the movie, but in the book, it starts off with he's married and, which is really cool adaptation that we don't have in there. But I mean, it's like, there's just things in all the movies that I think are kind of corny and silly, but if you say it's the worst one because of this or that, then you get rid of things. And it's like, I love Jar Jar. I think Jar Jar is hilarious. I think Jar Jar is funny. And
we just watched my 4-year-old daughter. We just watched Phantom Menace the other night. She'd never seen it before, and she is cracking up every time Jar Jar says something, like through the whole movie. So I'm like, all right, there you go. That's what it was for. He wrote the character for kids, so it's like not for the 40-year-old, crusty old man who's mad, Jar Jar. It's like he's comic relief,
and Dex in the diner. It's hilarious. I mean, it's it's like it's your stereotypical diner line cook, and that's what he is. He just happens to be in in space. So I don't know, man. It's just, I love Star Wars. I just wish people could be happy with Star Wars. And, there's some things you don't like. And like why we were talking, somebody, a more well-known, especially on Twitter or podcasting, in the podcasting world, said they don't know how they feel about the marketing plan for the Mandalorian. It's good they're not revealing anything, so we don't find out any secrets. But on the other side, it's not revealing anything, so we're not getting any secrets. Find anything out. So it's like, how do you go? It's like, we don't need anything. Once again, I know I seem like I'm harping on this, and I really am. It's not for us. We're gonna go watch it. If the commercial for McDonald's for the new burger that's coming out isn't for the person that goes to McDonald's every day and eats McDonald's.
Yep.
It's for the person that goes to McDonald's every once in a while and sees it and says, "Oh, that might be good. I'm gonna try that next time. I'm gonna try that next time I pass by there." So it's like, that's really what it comes down to from a marketing aspect or a marketing standpoint. But
yep, no, I agree. And we've seen season 1. Mandalorian's awesome. It's like they don't have to show you anything. It's like we're sold. So I would rather just go into it. I like where we're at. So it's like it's going to be almost like it was with season 1, where every getting up at, I don't know, whenever 2-3 in the morning, I think is what I did, and just and it's all fresh. Just can't wait to see the next week. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Now, how are you with the Star Wars books? Are you a big reader?
Well, I am now. Like I said, growing up, I did not like reading. I like the Chronicles of Narnia. That was probably the only book series I read growing up. And then I guess, I don't know, it's probably after college. And then I started, enjoying reading again. A friend of mine was reading Ender's Game. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I was like, oh, I'm not a big reader. It's like, you'll like it. And so I read Ender's Game, and I was like, oh, wow, I actually like reading. And so then I started, kind of not reading a lot, but, reading more than I had. And then I guess in the last, as far as Star Wars goes, it was actually after The Last Jedi. I got the audio book of The Last Jedi, with Mark Thompson. And that was my first Star Wars book. I was like, well, I'll try this. And like you said, it started with the like the vision with Luke, and he's married and everything, and just all the little additions to it. And then of course with Mark's voices and all, I'm just like, man, this is awesome. And then after that, I think I listened to Solo, and then I decided to just check out I think it was Lost Stars. Yeah, Lost Stars was the first book I read. And then I read all of Claudia Gray's other books right after that. I went right to Master and Apprentice, and then I went to Bloodline. I say all of them. I've still got to read Leia, Princess of Alderaan. So I know I need to get to that one. But then I wanted to it's like I need to read some of these other authors, and so I started jumping around in canon books. And the only non-canon I've read so far is Darth Plagueis, which I keep saying this, like I wish it was canon. Not that it matters. I still love it and think of it as canon, but I don't understand that whole, at the time I wasn't into reading the Star Wars book. So I not really sure still how, the whole Disney thing, how they decided where to pull this cut off or whatever, this whole canon thing. But
well,
anyway.
I mean, what they did basically is they said, okay, we now own this, or when we own it or whatever, everything that came out before, all the books are expanded universe or legends, which they were at the time. They just put a specific date, and if Plagueis would have came out 3 months later, it would be canon. But because it didn't, it's not canon. And then everything that came out, under them is canon, which it really upset a lot of people, or some people. I guess it would really be some people, because like you said, it doesn't really matter if it's canon or not. It's what you like.
Right.
If someone likes, if somebody likes something, it doesn't matter. Like for example, yesterday on Michelle's podcast, she had Pete and Parsecs on there, Liv and Dave, and they were talking about Marvel versus DC, or not a versus thing, but like what do we like better, just conversation. And it came up the topic of Batman. Is Batman a superhero?
I don't know how that came up, that topic.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But you get into the conversation of, is Batman a superhero? And well, what criteria are you going to use? Well, if you go by the definition of a superhero, I'm saying it from memory. But a superhero is someone with superhuman abilities. And it doesn't mean someone that's super smart, because being smart is a superhero. It doesn't mean someone that knows martial arts, because it means someone like, and they give an example of Superman. He has superhuman abilities. He can fly. He can shoot laser beams out of his eyes. He can pick up a building. He's, the Flash is really fast. Aquaman can swim underwater for years without, things like that. The Hulk has superhuman strength, things of that nature. Batman, he's a smart, rich guy with some toys. That doesn't make you a superhero. And that was the conversation yesterday. And they were, then they got into, well, he's inspiring people. Well, just because you inspires, you're mixing up the difference between a comic book hero and a superhero. You can be a comic book hero and not be a superhero. Richie Rich is a comic book hero, but he's not a superhero. Batman, comic book hero, not a superhero. So, and he's just got some good, cool toys with him. But, so but go ahead and like Batman. He can be your favorite. He can be your favorite comic book hero. He can be your favorite, DC guy, or somebody else can be your Marvel guy. And then they try to use the excuse of, well, if he's not a superhero, then Iron Man isn't a superhero. Well, no, Iron Man isn't a superhero. He's just an even richer Batman. So it's, you know, I mean, it's like, yeah, you're right. He's not a superhero either. Well, this person is. You're right. These people aren't superheroes. But so I mean, basically, this whole conversation about this. But go ahead and like what you like. If you want Batman to be your favorite, Batman can be your favorite. But he's just not a superhero. And if this story for Star Wars is your favorite, that's fine. It's just not canon, but it can still be your favorite. Is basically the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And nobody's really shitting on you if it's not, or whatever. It's just how it is. I mean, that's kind of my view on it. And then the people that get upset about it, I just don't understand, because I think Plagueis is a great book, and like you, I wish it was canon. And the only reason I wish it was canon was because then it gives us something to talk about and base other things in canon off of, and have the conversations.
I find myself doing that, and then I realize, oh wait, it's not canon, so that doesn't work. You can't even bring it into play. So,
but see, then you get into, although the book is not canon, you have some of the comics that are canon that deal with the same thing, and that's where you get into the debate, which has been clarified by Lucasfilm, that Plagueis and or Palpatine did not create Anakin. They were trying to create life, and the Force didn't like that, and because of the things that they were doing, then the Force made Anakin. So Palpatine didn't do it. The Force did it. They did it because of what he was doing. So it's because of him that Anakin became the chosen one, but he didn't do it himself. And that was clarified by the story group. And then, of course, the people that didn't like that answer said, well, you're just saying that and you're retconning it or whatever. And Pauline's saying she doesn't understand why people care about if something's canon or not canon. It's just because canon is just basically a set of rules. And if it's not canon, it's like fan fiction, which there's nothing wrong with fan fiction or legends, but it's just not part of the story. So Luke and Leia are brother and sister. That's canon. Anakin became Vader. That's canon. What happened on Cloud City is canon, but so that's not a big deal. Like you can't really debate if something's canon or not. You can then have a conversation on what it means. So, it's canon. So basically canon is just a set of rules or laws or the way it is. And everything else is, not canon. So it's, it doesn't mean you can't like it. It's just not licensed real Star Wars, basically.
Right. So yeah, I'm going through the trying to just kind of go through all the canon books right now, and then move, kind of get into some of the legend stuff too. But I'm really looking forward to High Republic. My plan is to just take all of that in. I've never really been into comics. And so I figured that'd probably be a good time or a good thing to start with, and then kind of branch out from there.
Yeah, I did all of the canon books. Almost 50 of them in about a year and a half, using Audible. And so I caught up on the old ones and I kept up with the new ones that were coming out. But, it was easy for me too. And podcasts were easy for me because being in New York City, I'd wake up in the morning and, I'd put the headphones on and do my morning business and take the dog out for a walk, and come back in and do whatever I had to do, go to the store, blah, blah, blah. And then I go to work and I take the train to work. And even though I don't live that far away, it's still, it was 12 minutes once I was on the train, which is nothing in New York City, but it was waiting for the train, which could be right there when I got there. It could be 10 or 15 minutes waiting for it. So it's a half hour each way, basically, at least, so there's another hour, and, come home and same thing, walk the dog, do whatever. So, there's like 3 or 4 hours of my day where I could be listening to podcasts or books or something like that. So that was never an issue. Well, now that I'm out of work and at home and just sitting around, I don't like to sit around and read. That's why I never read before. But when I was out and about and doing things, it was great. So I just kind of need to get back to, just taking a little bit of time, whether it's a couple chapters a day or an hour or two a day, because I'm behind on a few books. And, the new Star Wars book just came out over last week. I don't know if I have it in here.
That behind the scenes or whatever,
It's got a green cover.
Yeah, forget what it's called, but
I have it somewhere, but
by Pablo that has all of that.
Give me 1 second. I'll go grab it real quick. I don't know if you're going to lose me on the microphone or not, but we'll see.
Right up. Can you guys hear the keyboard, the piano? Is that coming through?
Yeah, we're good.
I'll just play a little background music for you guys tonight. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We'll be here for a while. So please, if you have any requests, just let me know, and then I'll try to fit it in for you. And if I don't, maybe we'll be here another time. I'm sure Michael will never have you back in for this, but hey, you know what? It's Christmas Ween, so why don't we do a little Christmas music? I'm sure everyone loves Christmas music, right? It's another one of those things. Some people like, some people don't. I don't see anybody responding. Let's see what Kylo says. If he's going to fight me, I'm not going to play Christmas. I'll tell you that. I don't know. Hey, Mark, I've never, I know who Corny is, but I've listened to so much of his stuff that I think he just inspires me. You know what I mean? I can't sing like Corny. Man, he's got velvet vocal cords. You know what I mean? Hey, no problem, Pauline. I'll be here all night. Thank you.
Yeah, no idea where the book is. So that was a waste of trip. But
okay, thanks, Kylo. Golly, man, I was getting scared. He's a lot bigger than me. I was getting scared.
You still might though, but you don't have to. But you still might. But yeah, so I don't know where that book is, but that's the one that, of course, it caused an uproar because it talks about how George Lucas and his treatment of Star Wars kills Luke off in 8. But the only difference was, I believe, Luke has a daughter, and his daughter takes on the Jedi thing. So, like, that's a little bit of the difference in there. But yeah, that was that book that comes out, and then so I mean, I just skimmed through that, and I still haven't read Thrawn yet, which isn't that
man. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I do get some free copies of books to do reviews on. Thrawn wasn't one of them, so I don't feel bad. I need to talk to that publisher and, get it. But there's a book that's coming out tomorrow. I forget what the name of it is. It is. Give me 1 second, and I can tell you right now. Well, it might be more than 1 second. I just gotta go through here and check and see through my history. But I buy a lot of stuff off of Amazon.
Sorry, Pauline was wanting a holy night. Sorry. Okay. All right, we're done. Sorry.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah, I was. I'm I've been reading the Thrawn book. I was just earlier when you mentioned that for way too long. It's just one, like you're saying, it's just, I've been so busy with, got a couple jobs and family. And then the Star Wars is like a third job, which, I mean, that's my own fault, but, and I'm like, man, and then by the time I get to read, I'm in bed and I just like, and my wife's like, it's like, you need to lay down. Cause I'm like, all like that, fall asleep. I've read the same, I think 3 pages for the last 3 nights. So anyway, I got to get better about that. Oh, and then Mark, you've read it, and I keep seeing people say that it's, it's awesome. And I think I'm on chapter 10 or 11. So I'm loving it. It's just, I keep falling asleep. It's making me mad. So.
Yeah, and of course that's the same thing. I've heard a lot of mixed things, and it's been compared a lot to Alphabet Squadron, where there's so much new information coming in, it's hard to follow it and be able to tell what's going on with it.
Yeah, all those long hyphenated, triply hyphenated words, names and all. But I think if you just kind of skim through, like at first I was trying to like go through them and pronounce them and try to keep track, and like, what, forget it, I'll just, this person's this, whatever, and then I think it's kind of starting to flow now, and so I think it's pretty good.
The book that just came out last week was Star Wars Fascinating Facts.
Yes.
So that was the one that caused a little bit of upheaval when it was released. I'm just double checking for the one that I'm supposed to be getting, and I seem to be not finding it, but that is another Pablo Hidalgo book, and it's along the same lines. It's not a novel, it's a compilation of, I don't know. I'll know when I get it. I was told I'll have it this week, but the book comes out tomorrow, so you'd think that I would have already had it, but I guess not. And I can't seem to find it in my list. Oh, I know why I can't find it in my list. Because once they told me that I was going to be getting a review copy, I canceled my order. And that's why I don't know. That's why I can't find it. So that makes sense then. But yeah, so, it's just sometimes it's weird because sometimes you'll get the book 2 weeks in advance, a month, 2 months in advance. And then a lot of times with these books that are going to be big secrets or drop some knowledge on you, you don't get it till the day before. So I was expecting to actually get it today. I should probably go down and check to see, because I haven't been outside since about 6 o'clock when I took the puppy out. But it could be down there for it. I'm not really sure, or I'll get it tomorrow. And hey, I got a copy to do a review. I don't have to pay for it. So, which is a good, so I mean, I guess I'm technically a Disney shill now. Because I'm getting free stuff from them, right? Wait, if I get free stuff, does that make me a shill, or do they have to pay me?
I think they have to pay you. I'm pretty sure.
So, yeah, it was kind of a light week again today. Not a lot to talk about, and didn't really have anything groundbreaking to set up and argue about, because that's just not, I don't know. It's fun to get in conversations about topics, but like there has to be something to talk about. You know what I mean? And like for my eyes, like I can't be like, I think this is how I feel. Let me go and try and find someone that doesn't feel the same way so we can argue about it. It'd be like if we were having a conversation and you said, well, I like this or I feel like this, and I didn't agree with you, then that would how we could, have a Star Wars conversation. But
right. No, I love Star Wars, so there's not much to argue about.
Yeah, it's not arguing like with Pauline asking earlier why people care about if it's canon or not. It's just like once again, it's just like the set of rules, or so that these are the facts and this is how things are. And it's like you can't argue if something's canon or not. If it's canon, it's canon. That's the way it is. You can discuss on the things behind it, how it became about, the art of it, the philosophy of it, the psychology of it. But that really doesn't change too much.
No.
So, Cam, I guess that kind of does it for tonight. Unless you have anything else pressing that you would like to speak about.
Well, I was thinking, I ran for president. Things kind of worked out. I tried pizza with pineapple, realized the mass destruction of cats wasn't a good idea. And so I gave the presidency to Liv. Just lately, I've had an itching to maybe get back into politics. And I just was thinking maybe a senatorial race or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just late night ramblings, but anyway, just throwing that out there. I don't know. So that's it. So,
okay. Now, what would you like to?
About.
What would you like to go for like a Senate seat?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I've just recently, it's come to my knowledge that some people think peanuts don't belong in candies, and people think coconut is awful. And so, it really got me fired up the other day, and I got to thinking, I gave up this life of politics, and I don't know. I've got this good guy image now that I'm trying to build up. I was pretty evil. I was my reign of fire was.
I've actually heard of this recently, of people believing that peanuts do not belong in candy or chocolate or something like that,
or on ice cream. Even I heard.
Yeah. For example, one of the most beloved and best-selling candy bars. Hey, Suri. What is the best-selling candy bar ever?
Okay, I find this on the web for what is the best-selling candy bar ever. Check it out.
Yes, my Suri is foreign, by the way. Hershey's is the number one. Reese's is number two. Snickers is number three.
So just a plain old Hershey's bar, just the milk chocolate, the center to a s'mores. Yeah, I would agree with that. Snickers is just an all around great candy bar. And I thought this was common just across the board. But then I found out that was not the case. I found out someone would keep a Milky Way over a Snickers, and that got me a little fired up. So we'll see. Oh, Lucasfilm CEO. That would be tough. Favroloni's kind of working his way towards that. So I don't know.
Now this says the most popular candy bars in America: Hershey's, Reese's, Snickers.
Yep. Good. I do like dark chocolate, though. I have to say, better than milk chocolate. So,
best-selling candy bars around the world: Snickers, Reese's, Toblerone.
Yep.
So I mean, Snickers is the number one candy bar in the world, and there's people that have started campaigns to bring Snickers into the cancel culture of America.
Oh, speaking of, here's negative Norbert now. Hey, Ro, how do you feel about Snickers? No, it's you're the coconut guy, aren't you? That's right. Oh, here, dark chocolate gives him gas. Oh my goodness. We were talking about Star Wars, but
yeah, we were talking about Star Wars, and then
went downhill real fast.
Yeah, somehow something came up about. I think someone in the chat suggested that Cam Ray should run for a Senate seat.
I'm pretty sure that started in the chat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And I was going to be his running mate.
Yep.
So I'll be his senatorial apprentice, and we're going to have to possibly go after some people that have a different point of view of our peanut and candy situation.
So, Ro, I'm sorry. You do love Snickers. It was the coconut, which is where another nut. Peanut and coconut. Are either one of them actually a nut? I believe neither one is a nut. Isn't that correct?
I don't think so. Oh.
So
But we'll have to look into this. I don't know. Rose saying that I should go to your special room to learn about nuts.
oh no, there's no special room. That's it's all scuttlebutt right there.
Oh, I don't know. Nuts, butts, rooms. It's getting a little bit crazy
Yeah.
right now.
So,
I don't even know what's going on
let's
anymore.
get back to some Christmas classics. No, I will not sing.
Sing it, Cam. Sing it.
If I wasn't drinking coffee, if I was drinking something other than coffee, I might be a little more inclined to do so. Yeah. The scandals, are there still scandals out there, Mark? I thought the scandals had died down already. I thought it'd be safe to jump back in the senatorial race. I don't think anyone even remembers my name at this point, so maybe.
Well, it's funny that you bring up possibly running again for politics and having me as your. Well, if it was a senator, you wouldn't have a running mate as senator, but I would be your protege or assistant or whatever they call them in the Senate races.
Gopher.
Gopher. Okay, I can deal with that. I mean, you've ran for president. I mean, I can't even compare to that. I just have a little, mom and pop rinky dink podcast that, sometimes I get some famous people on that may have run for president or whatever. But, it's just funny that, I have you on here and you're thinking about a campaign because of the cancel culture that's going around the Stickers bar and the Peanut right now. And my guest last week was this guy named Adam.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. and actually, he's got the exact same what we're talking about right now. He has the same views on Snickers as these other people, and in fact, I think he may have even started this whole Snickers cancel culture.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if anyone saw him moderate the presidential, he's a hothead. The guy's not moderate at all. He kind of forced me to try the pizza, and I loved it, but he definitely forced that, and he's just not a nice man sometimes. So
yeah, well, I mean, it's just so ironic that two people on completely different sides of the spectrum. A great, nice person like you, who believes in equality of candy, is on my show this week, and last week a hateful, vengeful, peanut. I think he's anti-peanut farmer.
Oh gosh, the little man.
Yeah, he's anti-peanut farmer. Is what it is. Although he thinks that Jimmy Carter was probably the best president ever. So I'm not sure how that happens.
Okay.
That you can hate the man for being, you can hate the peanut farmers of the world.
Right.
That like Adam does, but his favorite president was Jimmy Carter, who was a peanut farmer. So the guy has no idea what he's talking about.
No,
he has no credit,
no.
No credibility whatsoever.
No, he just runs it, just runs the mouth 24/7. So
yeah. So
anyway,
all right, Cam.
So anyway,
I guess that's going to do it for tonight.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you had me on.
Let everyone know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at CamRay, or you can find me on YouTube. I'm trying to build up a YouTube channel. So it's actually youtube.com/CamRayMusic. So basically I'm just going to try to put some funny stuff up there, some videos, some music. That's about it.
Right.
You lose a few brain cells, but that's it.
Yeah, I've done a lot of things to lose a few brain. See, I can't
There
even
we
talk
go.
anymore. Yeah. I need to have some more pineapple on my pizza. I actually have a. I'll send you the picture. I don't know if I put it on Twitter. I found a pineapple that was bigger than my head the other day. It was huge. It didn't fit the stalk and everything. Didn't fit underneath my kitchen counters. I took a picture with it was over 18 inches tall. with the leaves coming off of
gosh.
it. So
That's
it
awesome.
was huge. It is still in my refrigerator because there was just so much. I will never get it all eaten in time.
Man, I do love some pineapple. I will tell you that.
All right. Well, with that, I say good day. May the force be with you. Done. All right. So yeah, now it's that time of the show. I don't know if you have time to stick around or not, or if you need to go. I have a lot of toys to open up this week.
Nice.
So now
We
it's
got-
time for.
We got about 9 minutes, so
Okay. Well,
stick
well,
around
I
for
can
the tea.
start. So you guys in the chat, you know what to do. I can't even. We'll start here. All right. Oh my God. Oh, Kylo, are you here? Because Kylo likes to be here for this stuff. Usually. I'm gonna send a message to him, make sure he's around. I don't know. He could be. Who knows what he does sometimes? Oh, hello. All right. So first, we start off with. We need somebody to ask a question.
What's in the bag?
It's always box. Doesn't matter what it is. It's always
Oh,
what's
it's a
in the box.
bag, right?
It is a bag, but that it doesn't matter. It's always what's in the box.
Oh, that's my OCD will not. Okay, somebody else say it.
Okay, here. Well, look at this.
What's in the box?
Well, actually, this one is in a bag. So we have the child. Well, we have the child with the knob.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
awesome.
Cam Ray does collect Funko Pops, so everyone knows.
Pop. Funko Pop.
You do have them, right?
I have a Funko Pop, the one you
Okay,
sent me.
Yeah. So, all right. We have this box here.
What's in the box?
Um,
Is it a Walmart?
it is a Walmart. I bought a wall.
Nice.
Hey, Holo Chronicles is here. They like my knobs.
Wait, where's the drums here?
Frog, or the child with the frog.
Awesome.
I already have this one, but my order to get it enabled, in order to get a free order, I need to spend another $8, and I think this was $8.99, or I had to pay $6 for shipping and handling. So, of course, I was like, okay, that's good. A bag of Cheetos,
Nice.
not Star Wars related, but it was on sale for $2.99, I think. And that's it for that box. So, which means I know that there is at least something else coming from Walmart. Must not have been the proper. Must be being shipped to, separately. So I'll have to check that one out. So although there was like a lot of boxes, it sometimes goes kind of quick. So we got another one here.
What's in the box?
No SMR. Okay, we got to stay awake for this. And I actually popped this one open. So that'll be nice and quick on that. We have the art of the Star Wars Old Republic.
Whoa.
Sweet. So just really quick, let's see what we got. Not sure what these guys are, or who these guys are, but there you go. Looks pretty cool. We'll put that over here in this pile. There are a couple really good ones on here coming up. We got a big box here.
Oh,
Come on, Kev. You got every time you got to say it.
okay. I was waiting for someone else, but I guess there's no one else. What's in the big box? Ooh.
It is the Mandalorian with the child.
Sweet.
So I've said it before. Some of these larger ones I got to figure out what to do, but these are going to come out of the box. This one, I have the 40th anniversary Boba Fett. That's going to come out of the box. I think. I'm not sure about the Boba Fett because I don't know. Yeah. So I'm making baby steps here. You know, I'm taking some of these out of the box soon, or I will be. All right. Okay. Do we want the little box or the big box? Cam, you're the featured guest. It's up to you. Little box or big box?
This is a tough one. Little box.
All right. Excellent choice. Excellent. So here we go. What's in the box? Ooh, nice packing job. Nice packing job. I'm sorry, that's music from The Mandalorian. I need some music from The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, what's in the Rise of Skywalker? It's all just music from the other movies, right?
For the most part, yeah, I think. I don't know.
Are we good? Are we bad? What's...
There it is, Kylo. I'm sorry. I didn't send the link. I usually send the link in for anybody that wants to pop on, you know, at the end, and I forgot to send that, so Kylo didn't get to hop on like he normally does. So but here, this is wrapped up pretty good. This is wrapped up pretty tight.
That's awesome.
They really got these good in here, man. I'm still unwrapping them. Yep. So there we go. It's the Luke and Leia Jedi training from New York Comic Con. Which was kind of a hot commodity for a little while. I mean, I guess it still is, but.
Yes.
All right. And then one last one.
What's in the big box?
What's up, Kylo?
What's in the box?
Did you see what the last one I opened was?
No. No, I had to go put pants on. Oh, nice. You got them already. I should be getting mine sometime this week, hopefully.
They do say fall convention. Are they all fall convention, or should they be saying New York Comic Con?
Some of them will say New York Comic Con. Some of them will say Fall Convention. Just depends on however they packed them. Last San Diego Comic Con, I only got 3 summer conventions. The rest of them were San Diego.
Okay, so kind of like the Macquarie ones that we got that I just did the video on and posted that. Did either one of you see that video that I just posted this morning?
The one, no, not this morning. No.
It's got titles in there too. It's got some spinny stuff going around. I've been working with my editing software and figuring out how to do some things. So instead of just having that, there's some extra stuff, little extra stuff, which is great because I made a mistake when I was speaking. I know it's hard to believe. And then instead of having to redo the entire video or that section, I was just able to go in and, whatever I needed to correct, corrected it with words, with lettering. So like in there, I'm talking about the Macquarie Chewbacca, and I said that he was a Zabrak, which he's not. He's a Lasat. Maul is a Zabrak. So it would be kind of silly to put out a video saying that. So I just went in and changed it with the words. But all right, here we go.
What's in the box?
First, we pull out the Mandalorian.
Nice.
Little side action right there. Admiral Akbar. So, like, what they're doing is the Return of the Jedi ones are green. Oh, it looks brown in that picture. My color's way off for this. Like it's like fluorescent green.
Oh wow.
But whatever it's showing up here, brown.
Maybe it's the green screen or something.
No, I don't have a green
No?
screen
Oh, okay.
going. Unless I have the green screen on. And it's just not doing anything because it's faded off. But maybe it's the light. I don't know. But yeah, so all of the Return of the Jedi ones are going to be green, even though it looks brown on here. I don't know what's up with that. And like this one, the Mandalorian ones. This is Mandalorian number 1. This is orange. It looks orange. Very, very strange. Very strange. Here we go. Return of the Jedi number 2.
Ah, sweet.
Another Mandalorian, the Stormtrooper, Imperial Trooper. This one, it's a case. I ordered a case because that was the easiest and fastest way to get it. Like you can go and order them and pick them up individually, but this way I know I have them and I don't have to worry about it. And it's so hard to go out and collect them because some stores get them, some stores don't. New York City might not get any of a certain one or whatever. Or if you get them from GameStop puts the stickers right on top of them, and then you have to try and peel them out. Yeah, so there's 2 Stormtroopers there. So I think there were 7 in this order. But here we go. Empire Strikes Back is blue. Luke, number 2. Empire Strikes Back. Darth Vader, number 1. And the Clone Wars, Clone Trooper, number 1. So that is what we got. That was what's in the box for today. So it's pretty good. We got 8 Black Series, a book, 3 Funkos, a 10-inch Funko. Yeah, that's a pretty good haul for a Saturday, even though it's not Saturday. So now I definitely need to do some cleaning and rearranging to try and figure out some room for these. So, all right, Cam. Cam, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to stay if you want to. But I know you have to go. You have.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here so I can get up in the morning.
Okay.
It comes early. So, thanks for having me on.
It was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
All right. Well, you have a good day, and I will talk to you in the Twitterverse.
All right, we'll catch you guys later.
All right. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
What's going on, Kylo?
Nada. I'm trying to find out why this is fuzzy on here. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Not fuzzy no more. No, because on my laptop, for some reason, when I clicked on your video, it only came up at 144p. So I had to change it to 1080.
I was gonna say, I don't know, because this is 1080 now. I went for the upgraded from 720 to 1080, just because, like, if you see the video that I put out yesterday, I'm just not happy with it. It's in 720. It looks kind of fuzzy and it's off a little bit. So it was recorded in on StreamYard. Because I did a live chat, and then I don't know if you were in that one. Bless you. But I did a live chat. And then every time start over and did an intro or whatever. That was the one that they said every time I started over, they were gonna take a drink, and they would all been fucking wasted by the end of it. Because I opened up, like, it would have been like today when I opened these up. But when I went to go open up this box, I would have done the intro. Hi, this is Collected with Kylo, blah, blah, blah. I'm Michael. And so like, and then, or I'm sitting there going to open something up and I mess up. So it's like, okay, I'm going to start over. I'm going to do that part over or whatever. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of other Star Wars news going on.
No, I don't know. I haven't heard anything except for the trailer, and I watched it a couple times. Thought it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a trailer, I don't know what else to really say about it. So.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Just another Monday, I guess.
Yep. I'm just, I'm just reading through, the comments. It was a disappointment. It was nothing. What news did we find out for this trailer? What do we think about ourselves that we don't like this trailer? Looking for other Mandalorians is interesting.
I mean, I thought it was good. I liked the trailer.
Yeah, it was just the same stuff. It was the same stuff we had in the first one with a little bit of stuff I know I keep saying stuff, but added onto it.
But you're not gonna get like a lot of like intense scenes in a 30-second or 1 minute trailer, especially for a season. Maybe for a movie you might get a bunch of revealing scenes, but not for a full length season. You're not going to. That's what a lot of people don't get. You can't put all the heavy hitting, big time scenes right out in the trailer for a series, because then nobody's like, oh, well, then if this is how this is going to go, then we don't need to watch because we already saw all the big scenes.
Well, it's like too, people's sources, or it was rumored that Ahsoka was, shot for the trailer or this or that or whatever, and she's not in it. Well, they don't need to put, could you imagine if they put Baby Yoda in the trailer? It would have ruined everything.
Right.
And people would have gone in saying, oh, Baby Yoda, who wants to watch a Baby Yoda show? Who wants to show about, this, or who wants to show about that? And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like I'm beating a dead horse. I just keep saying this over and over, but we're going to watch it anyways. I need to find out, does it come out at 12 o'clock? Does it come out at 3 a.m.? Our time, or 2 o'clock your time, because they want to wait till 12 o'clock Pacific time. Or are they going to drop it at 8 o'clock at night on Friday? Like, how are they actually doing it? That's what I need to know so I can plan my day around it, basically.
Well, like last year it came out, I guess, overnight. So I just turned around and I just watched it on Friday. I didn't stay up for it,
Yeah. Like, I was supposed to go over to Mike's house and watch it. Which means if it was the same thing on Friday, it comes out Friday, I would have had to stay off social media until I went over to his house, so I didn't have any spoilers or anything ruined. Because there's going to be some big shit dropping, and that's when, if we get Ahsoka, that's where we're going to get her. Or, we had Oh God, I can't think of her name right now. The wrestler. It was people think like these Sasha Banks. Yeah, we had Sasha Banks in the first one. Well, there's your big reveal. They already gave you your big reveal. Sasha Banks in it. Well, what is she doing in it? She's probably not Ahsoka, but yeah, I mean that's your reveal. That's what's going on. So we're gonna keep everything else tied up. But now Mike's on vacation, so he won't be back until after it comes out. So I won't be going over there to watch the first one. But you damn straight, I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be talking about it for a couple of days. At least a couple of days. I don't think I ever showed you. I got my, I don't think I ever showed anybody this. I got my celebration stuff a while ago. And it came with this guy right here. I got this t-shirt. I got the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary t-shirt. And these pins. It was just funny because if I was at Celebration, if there was a Celebration, I would have gotten that. There was also a Mandalorian one. They had I think 4 t-shirts. But it was $50 or $60 for the t-shirt, and they didn't sell the t-shirt by themselves. They didn't sell the pin by themselves. You had to buy them both together, and it was like $50 or $60. And it's
you know they're not going to sell that separately.
So I got the one t-shirt just because it would have been Celebration and whatever. But if I was actually at Celebration, I would have probably got all 3 or 4 t-shirts, and I would have got a lot more shit. But I wasn't, so I just picked up the one thing. But I also got this guy. The Tauntaun.
Tauntaun, nice.
And now you could get the Tauntaun with the round eyes. You could also get it with the X's, so he was dead. But what's even better? Check this out. Blue Luke Skywalker, frozen.
Oh, nice. It birthed the Skywalker.
But it was just funny because I was gonna get both of them. That way, I had the live one and the dead one. Once again, if I was at Celebration, I probably would have, but I decided not to. So, yeah. So, is there anything else you got going on, Kylo? Anything else you wanna talk about or bring up in Star Wars world?
Let's see. I got my 10-inch Stormtrooper the other day. I haven't gotten my New York ones yet. Let's see what else. Anything else going on?
Yeah, I'm supposed to get the Baby Yoda New York one. It's supposed to come tomorrow. And the Ralph McQuarrie.
Did you order them through Amazon and the separate stores?
This one came off of eBay.
Oh, okay.
And I just for the last week and a half, I've been doing bids and buy it nows. And didn't want to spend over a certain amount of money for it. And once the bidding got too high or the buy it nows, I was like, okay, and I would do them, and I'd put in my bid, and they'd counter offer. I'd be like, nope, sorry, I don't want to spend over this. So it was more than I wanted to spend, but it was at the point where it was like, well, $50 is $50. For 2 of them, it cost $30 originally, plus shipping for me. So shipping was I found one that had shipping included. It was $50. I was like, okay, that's not bad. A month or two from now, maybe I could get it cheaper. A month or two from now, it might be more expensive. Don't really know how that's going to go. So I just kind of.
It might blow up because it's the only one with Leia with. Does it actually have the lightsaber? Her holding a saber?
Yeah.
See, that's the only one with her holding a saber, so that might be.
But yeah, so it's and then I picked up the Macquarie prototype Boba Fett too off of eBay.
Yeah, it's the only one I don't have yet.
I found I was just looking on eBay for it, and I found still not cheap, but one of the cheapest one I've seen, and it was a buy now, and I put in a really, really low bid, and they came back with a counter, and I accepted it. They wanted. I put in. It was one of the lowest ones I saw on eBay, and I put in a counter I put in a bid for $20 less than what they wanted for it, and I was like, well, they're going to tell me no, and that's it. Because sometimes when you go too low, they don't even give you a counter offer.
Yeah, they just delete your offer. Yeah.
But they didn't. They gave me a counter offer, and I was like, oh, should I play the game with them? I was like, this price is probably lowest.
Meet you in the middle at like 10 below.
Yeah. So that's why I did it so low. So, right around there, whatever it was. But but that's the other thing too. Like after they counter it once, if I counter it again, at 15 below or whatever. So, I said they just this wasn't what it cost, but let's say they wanted $100 for it. I said, I'll give you 80, and they say, no, we want 90. And then I say, okay, what about 85? And then they say, okay, 87 or whatever. It's just like, sometimes it's not worth for a couple of dollars. It's not really worth the haggling. I mean, it is, but they could also say, nope, buy, and erase the offer. And now I got to start all over again. And it's going to end up costing you more money. So.
And you start all over again, and they just ignore your offer.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you got to kind of find that balance in what you feel is going to go right. And then, so that should be coming tomorrow also. So that will be getting opened up next week, most likely. Yeah, and I have a couple other things that are supposed to come. So we got that. But well, I guess that might be it for tonight.
Yeah, what's with the chat's kind of dead tonight.
Yeah. I don't know. There was a bunch of streams on tonight because of the Bando trailer. So, but with that, I say good day. May the force be with you.